Namo Amitabha Buddha. We are responsible for everything that happens to us. Master Jing Zong. Today I'm going to talk about the nurturing love. Venerable Master Shi Huijing often sends me his essay on love. The original title is Building the Organization with Love. We are not only an organization, we are also a form of organisms. In fact, we share the same body as Amitabha Buddha. All of us are the legs and hands of Amitabha Buddha. Let us take the analogy of a body. When the head is itchy, the hand will naturally scratch it. This is called great compassion of sharing the same body. We are of the same body. For a Buddha or a Bodhisattva, the living being's sufferings and afflictions are their sufferings and afflictions. The living being's joy and happiness are their joy and happiness. So Amitabha Buddha saves us naturally, in the same way as one is taking care of his body. So we should know that the Buddha will naturally save us. Secondly, he has the ability to save us. This is something very simple for him if we entrust ourselves to him. Our temple or way place is an organization, and it is also a body. Venerable Huijing has spoken these words, which greatly affect me. He says that the way place is an organization, and very often many activities are being carried out. One of the activities is to teach the Dharma. Without the teaching, people will not enter the way place. Venerable said that our aim is not to carry out Dharma teachings or activities because this alone cannot help to build up the organization. If the Dharma teaching and activities are carried out without a loving mind, pressure will be built up. This organization, this body, will disintegrate. That is why he stresses on the building of an organization with love. He gave us the following example. During the World War II, many children from England were sent to Australia to avoid the sufferings of war. They were well taken care of in Australia with good food and shelters, as Australia is its colony. But after the World War, when these children were sent back home, they were found to be down with emotional problems, as they were lacking the loving cares of their parents and family. So, for our body to grow up healthily, it needs the enrichment of loving care, besides the supply of food and drinks. Presently, our temple, Hangyuan Temple, stresses on the importance of love in its daily activities. All the sub-branches also carry out the activities based on the building of a loving community. As I have just said, love is the topic that we have to learn to develop in ourselves and our organization. We start on the building of love in oneself, and only with a loving mind we can firmly expand our community. Here I will talk about love from three aspects: loving oneself, loving others, and loving each other. But the most important aspect is to love oneself. People may wonder, what do you mean? Is not it important to love others? This is a common reaction, that love is to love others. If you cannot even love yourself, how can you love others? That's why we must learn to love ourselves. In Buddhism, love carries the two meanings. One of them is the Dharma love, and another is the hungry ghost love. Dharma love is to love and benefits living beings with the Buddha Dharma. This is the pure love flows out from the Dharma. Hungry ghost love belongs to the craving love, which is controlled by desires. This type of love is impure, defiled, and harmful. In Buddhism, love in the 12 conditional links of causation is the cause of our transmigration. As it is said in the sutra, if we are not heavily attached to love, we will not be born in the Saha world. Today we are not going to talk about hungry ghost love. We will talk about Dharma love. In our Pure Land sect, there are a few places where the word love is being used. Like a filial son who loves and respects his parents. From the Sutra of Immeasurable Lifespan. A bodhisattva loves, merits, and virtues just like the seas that swallow the river, flows unceasingly. From the explanation on the Shastra of attaining a rebirth by Venerable Master Tanluan. He loves the tastes of the Buddha Dharma. He consumes the dhyana samadhi as food. From the Shastra of attaining a rebirth by Great Master Vasubandhu Bodhisattva. These extracts are taken as I wish to say the word love is also used in the Pure Land sect, and it is used in a pure way. All these years we teach on the theory of the Dharma. The teaching of the Dharma is a way to build up love in our organization. Teaching the meaning of the Dharma is the fundamental foundation in the teaching of love. Without it, the building will be empty. In this worldly realm, people enjoys talking on I love you and you love me. These are only empty expression of the hungry ghost love. Without Dharma love, all the building will be empty. So, we should learn the Dharma, cultivate in accord with the Dharma. By doing so, the Dharma will be living in our life. There are some people who practice the Dharma, yet their mind is greatly afflicted. They are very unhappy. Whenever you see them, their two eyebrows are always locking up, just as though there is a lock there, locking him away from the society. They look so unhappy. Their talks are often followed by heavy sigh and despair. Besides, they are full of complaints. There is a problem here. It means they have not built up enough love. They are lacking in love. In the past 2 years, our organization and the Dharma door expand quite swiftly. Many people are sent out from our temple. Those who can feel the most are like Fo Lian, Dharma Master from the nunnery community, and Jing Ji, Dharma Master from the Sangha. As many of our people are sent out continually, we need more people to fill up the internal organization. If we do not get enough internalization, it will resemble a carrot which is empty in the stem. The carrot grows up and sprouts, and if it is lacking in nutrients, it will be empty internally. Only leaves are seen from the sprouts. It looks so lively with the sprouts of green leaves, but it is actually empty inside. So with all these Dharma masters going out to teach the Dharma, our internal organization is empty. What should be done to fill up the internal emptiness? We have to fill it up with love. It means when we carry out an activity, we need the positive energy in us. Where do we find this energy? It is love. Otherwise, if we keep on going, we will feel very tired. When we are so tired, we will just throw away the duty. This means we are lacking in love. But now our Venerable Master raises the topics on building with love. It is the most suitable time. Every time our Master gives the talks, it greatly affects the direction of movement in our organization. He always speaks at the right time, right moment, just as though he is sitting in our mind. Now we've come to the stage that we have to put what we have learned into practice. We have learned many Dharma and the meanings. We listen to the teaching so often that we can even memorize from memory, that we can talk about them. But with all these abilities, if we cannot live happily, it means there is something lacking in us. We must practice the theory. We say Amitabha Buddha is very kind and compassionate. We say our Dharma door is the door to kindness and compassion, a Dharma door of love. And if we talk about this Dharma door of kindness and compassion, yet we proclaim the Dharma door of love to people, yet we are lacking in love, we feel lacking in energy, surely what we need is a refill of love. So when we carry out our duty, we need to inculcate, to enjoy a mind which is full of love. We must make sure we are truly filled with love. Reveal it and spread it to others. The love of Amitabha Buddha. First of all, we must be able to enjoy this love of Amitabha Buddha, his kindness towards us. Then we have to live this love, this kindness in our daily life of Buddha recitation. Only then can we manage to spread it to more people who have affinities with us. Talking to this point, I would like to say we are all students. We are at the stage of learning. It is very important if we can learn to love, to enjoy the love and kindness of the Buddha. If we cannot learn to love oneself, we are sure to harm others. At the same time, we also harm ourselves. In the temple, the most important duty is not to teach and proclaim the Dharma. The most important task is to equip ourselves with love. Otherwise, we will carry out so many activities until everyone is so tired. It is fine if we can carry out those activities. If we cannot carry them out, just let them be. It is important to take a good rest. Let us charge ourselves with the Buddha's love, the energy, before we start out again. With the charging of love, we will feel energetic, and we are willing to do things. We do as much as we can. If we are tired out, then take a rest. Whatever that we do must be done with a happy mind, not a mind under pressure. Look at a happy man. He is willing to share whatever he has with others. He cannot be locked up at home. He is sure to go out, to look for people, to share his happiness. Whatever help you ask from him, he will readily be granted. There is no second thought, as he is too glad to help people. If he is not happy and you ask him to teach the Dharma, it will become a burden as he does not enjoy this. If you do not like to do certain things, just let go of it. Doing them with an unhappy mind will injure you. If you do not like to do certain things, just let go of it. Doing them with an unhappy mind will injure you. When I was young, my dad will arrange a small bundle of things for me to carry. He said it was not heavy, that I could carry it on my shoulder. Of course, walking a few steps are not heavy, but we will feel the weight if we continue to walk. If we feel the burden, then let it go. Do not let the weight fall on you to harm you, right? So whatever things we do, we should do them gladly. If we do not like doing something, do not do it, as it is harmful. Look at me. Why do I like to teach the Dharma? It is because I enjoy doing it. I am earning something from it. If you ask me to conduct a business, I will not do it. I do not like it. A burden which we can shoulder helps us to grow. It is a motivation in our growth. A young man who walks towards maturity needs some burden, a little pressure. Without them, he cannot reach maturity. But the burden should be within his ability to shoulder it. The burden will then be his strength, his motivation. If the burden or pressure is too great, surpassing his ability of tolerance, the burden becomes a harmful factor, right? If we apply a little pressure on a small vessel, water will spill out. If we overexert our strength, it will break down. It is destroyed. So we have to feel it by ourselves. If we want to decrease our burden to lighter the weight, whom should we pass to? Yes, Amitabha Buddha. This is because Amitabha Buddha says in the sutra, I will shoulder the burden of all living beings. I will take over their heavy burden. From where do we find this teaching? Yes, the Sutra of Immeasurable Lifespan. I will shoulder the burden of all living beings. It means the Buddha Amitabha wants to take the weight off our shoulder, to decrease our burden. He is willing to shoulder our burden. For example, in Hangyon Temple, when we are doing the jobs, we need Amitabha Buddha. Without him, I cannot imagine how the situation will become. All of us should know the real burden is shouldered by Amitabha Buddha. I learned this Dharma door earlier than you all, so I share my experience with you all. Now I feel more at ease because I know how to take off the weight from my shoulder, and I know that Amitabha will help me to ease my burden. Otherwise, we will be under tension and weighed down by the pressure. Now the burden is all taken away by the Buddha. We feel his love. Amitabha Buddha sends his love to us, enriching our heart. Enriching our heart. He sends his warmth to our body. There is this book by Zhang Jing who says all diseases start when the body is cold. The title is A Discussion on Cold. When the body is cold, we will get the pain in the joints, the inflammation on the shoulders, the wind in the stomach, and all kinds of diseases. This is because the body is not warm. When the warmth reaches certain parts of the body, the disease will naturally subside. This is how the body works. Our mind is also the same. If the mind is so cold, only cold wind without warmth, it will fall sick. So may they be the sickness in the body or in the mind, they come from being cold. So we must keep our body warm and store up love in the mind. With a loving heart, our mind is warmth. We must try to send love into our heart and let it feel loved. Without the love of Amitabha Buddha, without the warmth of Amitabha Buddha, our mind falls sick easily. The temperature of the warmth is soothing. It is not like the heat of the hot sun, which burns us, and we sweat terribly. We will fall sick when it is too hot and we feel lethargic. Love is not pampered overindulgence, not doting, not sticky and entangled. We talk about love, but it does not mean to let you do whatever you want. This is not the way. Neither is it to neglect or coddle our faults, mistakes, or bad habits. Love is not emotional. It should be cooling and comfortable. So now I'd like to share with you my experience in this. First of all, we must learn to love ourselves. For a man who cannot even love himself, can he expect any love from others? What do you think? It is impossible. For example, if we want to maintain a clean environment, if you do not even bother to keep your room clean, Do you expect anyone to come and clean up for you? They take a look at your room and say, help him to clean up is a waste of time. He does not even bother about it. If you do not love cleanliness, do not wish to maintain a clean environment, no one will help you to clean up. If you do not love yourself, how can I love you? It is because you will reject it. Even if people love you, they have no way to love you as you reject their attention. Only when we can love ourselves, we will feel the love of others. We will be rewarded with others' love. When we respect ourselves, people will show their respect for us. If we help ourselves, only then can the heaven help us. So we must first try to be independent, helping ourselves, only then others can help us. For example, if a man refuses to stand up, even if we try to pull him up, he will still relax on the floor, refusing to exert any effort. People may try 1 or 2 times to pull him up, and they will just let him be. This is because if he does not want to stand on his own, no one can help him to stand up. This is the same for love. We need to be independent, having self-respect, the ability to help oneself and to love oneself. This is very important. People will argue, how can I not loving myself? I want to say this. Too many people do not love themselves. It is uncountable. Such people harm themselves every day. They destroy themselves every day. No one can harm you except you yourself. Outside there is no one else except you. What do I mean by this? We have to be responsible for all our blessings, our bliss, and our sufferings. We have to take full responsibility for our happiness and sufferings. No one can harm you. This is called the working of cause and effect, rewards and retribution in Buddhism. On facing a situation, we keep on thinking about it, keep on complaining about it, keep on finding out the reasons and excuses. These are all the negative energy. All these happen in our mind, not others' mind. We always say it is because of him that I am so afflicted. What do you think? Is this accusation the truth? No. But the truth is most of us are holding on to this evil view. We think, it is because of him that I am so angry. He has done this. He has spoken these words. That is why I am so hurt. To complain about others is very simple. Why? It is because we have found the answer. Because of him we are angry. If we say it is you who made yourself so afflicted, we are unable to swallow this medicine. We cannot accept it because of the reasoning. How can I be wrong? I say like this, expecting you all to understand, because many here are ladies. The problem with them is too emotional and complicated. The good point in ladies is that they are very loving, but very often they harm themselves too much. I do not wish that they harm themselves, so you must learn to protect yourselves. What you need is right knowledge and right views. The first right knowledge and right view is we are responsible for everything that happens to us. All your happiness and sufferings, your joy, comes from you. No one can take over your place. Our pain means the heart is suffering. Who can make your heart suffer? It must surely be you. When you say other people make you suffer, this seems to happen but with your agreement. Your ears hear the word, you agree that they harm you, only then you are harmed by him. If you disagree with his words, you close yourself up. How can he harm you? It is impossible. So you should learn this. Do you understand? Yes. The password for a blessed life is cause and effect, rewards and retribution. When we thoroughly understand, we will have the willpower on making a decision by ourselves when we are in confront with the situation, people, and matters. This is the basic knowledge in Buddhism. The mere Dharma arises from the mind. Everything is created by us. As the saying goes, honest words are not so nice to our ears, but they do help us. Good medicine tastes bitter, but it helps us in our recovery. As we create all the Dharma, we cannot push our responsibility away. When we complain, it is something very simple. We complain it is others' faults. It is he who brings me the sufferings. It is so simple to push away our responsibility, but it means your key of happiness is in others' hands. The problem is the other party does not receive any key because he does not bother to get involved in your affairs. You said you gave him, but he said he did not receive. So where is the key then? It is thrown away in the remote country. I am so sorry to say your key of happiness is in the wilderness. Poor you. You will forever be locked away in the room of misfortune. See how suffering will be. So to open the door of happiness, you must learn to shoulder your responsibility. When we say love, it means we must love our heart. It is very soft and tender. You must protect it so that it is sheltered from the wind and cold, from being harmed, so that it is not emotional, so that it is not uneven, so that it is not angry. When you get angry, it is you who is angry, or it is me who helped you to get angry. Yes, no one. It is we ourselves who decide to get angry. So try not to get angry. Is there any benefit if you keep on complaining? There are no benefits at all, so try not to complain. People who like to complain can give you a list of reasons for his complaints. But what is the point? Can they make them happier? Can they make others happier? When you complain, can you help to solve a problem in a better way? Complaints are only useless. They only harm us. When we complain, our mind becomes so low. They harm our hearts. Then we understand this point. This is called having the right knowledge, right views. We are responsible for our anger and complaints. What should we do with our heart? We must always give it warmth, love, sunlight, and positive energy. I've written an essay with this title. The ears are more stupid than the mouth. When our mouth eats something which is not nice, or it may harm our body, the bitter things, the food with mold on it, a bad groundnut, we will quickly spit it out. We will brush the teeth and rinse the mouth. We stop it from entering our body, as it might be poisonous. So our body depends on the good food to get the nutrients. How about our heart? Our heart. What food does it need? Our heart depends on the words, the thinking to live. So the function of our ears and mouth is to swallow the food by looking or by hearing. By looking or by hearing. If we were to compare our ears with our mouth, they are simply incomparable. The ears refuse to listen to good words, but they will pick up all the bad words. When people talk bad about them, their ears become so sharp, taking every bad word to the heart, register them so clearly. When people explain that certain people are indeed not so bad, he will start to list out all their faults and mistakes. So our ears are the most terrible organ. They always choose to pick up bad words. That is why Venerable Master Jing has written the following phrases in his book. The Pure Land Way and the Mundane Truth. It is thus stated, do not listen to rights and wrongs. Do not spread the right and wrongs. Do not compare right and wrong. The problem is our ears enjoy listening to the right and wrongs of others. After listening, we believe in them. After believing, we start to harm ourselves by talking about the rights and wrongs of others, spreading them further on. So we must train our ears first. As I know, it is not so easy. Look at what Confucius the virtuous sage had said. Only at the age of 60 that I managed to subdue my ears. The great sage managed to subdue his ears at 60. So we learners must practice. Thus, we must have a checker who will check us on what we are supposed to listen to and not to listen. In our world, what is meant by the genuine words? What are the false words? Ultimately speaking, only the Namo Amitabha Buddha are the genuine words. Others are fake, and in the false word we must learn only to listen to words which will help our body and mind. Even if the words are false, they are still real as long as they can benefit us, make us happy. But you listen to the words which make your blood pressure goes up so high, the blood vessels in your brain explode. Why must you listen to them even if they are true? You can also choose not to listen, right? For instance, when we know the food is poisonous, we will surely not eat it, so we must choose to listen to the beneficial words only. That is why the saying goes, do not see if it is not in accord with the etiquette. Do not talk about it if it is not in accord with the etiquette, and do not make any move if it is not in accord with etiquette. We must train our ears by this way. We must choose to listen to words which bring harmony, joy, words that help us to live healthily in body and mind. If the words make you agitated, afflicted, do not listen. They must be rumors. Find a chance to stop them and sweep them away. In the 8 verses, to cultivate this mind, the 3rd verse is about contemplating the mind and severing the ignorance. May I contemplate my mind constantly? Whenever the afflictions sprout from it, to harm oneself and others, I will sever it by force so that it is eradicated. When a thought arises in you, who knows it first? It is, of course, you yourself, not me, because I do not have the spiritual power to read others' mind. You know yourself if you are happy or afflicted, loving or hateful. Then you must immediately take action to subdue it. For instance, if certain parts of our body are itchy, we will surely use our hands to scratch it immediately. If there is a pain, we will quickly massage it with ointment cream. So when our mind feels wrong, we must immediately take action to love it. This heart is a baby. Do not harm this baby. Even the wind blows will affect you. Even the wind blows will affect it. You must take good care of it. When it feels the care and protection, it will bring you joy. A great blessing will arise. If you harm your mind, it will release poisonous gas. You end up feeling so sad. When we realize the existence of all afflictions, it will first harm us. Then it will continue to harm others. So we must learn to stop this affliction from flourishing. If we cut it off, we can do so by channeling it to another thought, or we recite the Buddha's name. Or if you realize you're going to start an argument, you should quickly check yourself. All these must be realized by you. In my observation, I find many people are destroying their own heart. They harm themselves by a continual thought on the unhappy circumstances or people, repeating them again and again in their mind. They channel the negative emotions into their mind without knowing how to put a stop to this. This is most unhealthy. It shows that most of us do not know how to love ourselves. So when we talk about love, we must first learn to love ourselves. The problem with us is we do not have such ability to love ourselves. But luckily, Amitabha Buddha has this power, this ability. So how to love ourselves? We start by feeling the love of Amitabha Buddha. There are 3 stages. Firstly, we must listen to the Dharma. The Dharma love arises from the Dharma. What is the function of listening to the Dharma? The first is to feel the love of Amitabha Buddha. Secondly is to receive and accept the love of Amitabha Buddha. Next is to enjoy the love of Amitabha Buddha. When you are touched by a Dharma talk, this is feeling. You think, oh, I do not realize that Amitabha Buddha loves me so much. He does not impose any conditions. He just wants to rescue me to the world of ultimate bliss in the West. So our Dharma door is the door of great protection. It does not matter how terrible you are, how ungrateful you are, how hopeless you are, how stupid you are, how sinful you can be. But if you can recite the Buddha's name, Amitabha will guarantee your attainment of Buddhahood in the Western world of ultimate bliss. Amitabha will always say these 3 sentences. My love, you will always be treasured. You are unable to commit any mistakes. Do not be frightened. Amitabha Buddha who loves us will rescue us without setting any condition. On listening to the Dharma, and if we are able to penetrate the thorough love, the ultimately perfect love of the Buddha, we will surely be touched. We will receive and accept his love. We will be totally subdued when we enjoy the Buddha's love for us. After this, we can promote this love to others. So the first thing we must learn is to start loving ourselves. How do you know if we love ourselves or not? Firstly, check for yourself. Are you happy? Happy. Are you glad? We are glad. You should be able to laugh. Ha ha ha. The main point here is to be happy. It does not matter if a man is put into jail. But if his mind is kept in the prison, he is truly jailed. When we are happy and people lock us up in the room, how can they make us unhappy? Happily, you pronounce, never mind. It does not matter. If you were to lock me in the room, I'm still happy, right? If you're unhappy, what is the point if you were to go on a tour? Your eyebrows are all locked up. A happy man will not lock up his eyebrows as he's relaxed and comfortable. So you must know your 2 eyebrows are the gate of your house. People take a look at you and they will know your gate is locked. Happiness resembles the opening of a flower. In the Chinese saying it is thus stated, the flowers of the mind are flourishing. If a flower does not open, there is no fragrance. There is no fruits. How can a flower show its beauty if it does not open up? In the same way, when our mind flower does not open up in happiness, it cannot reveal the beauty of Buddha recitation. When our mind flower does not open up, there is no fragrance of Buddha recitation. When our mind flower does not open up, it is difficult to reap the fruit of Buddhahood. We must know the opening of the sun is the same as the opening of a joyful mind flower. So Nagarjuna Bodhisattva says, for a man with pure faith, his flower will open up to see the Buddha. Am I right? I've written an essay entitled Happiness. Learning from the Buddha means to learn to be happy. In the Buddhist term, it means bringing forth the mind. Yes, it means bringing forth the Bodhi mind. Learning from the Buddha means to bring forth the Bodhi mind. So bringing forth means to be happy. They are the same. Happiness means open up your mind until it becomes immeasurable, limitless. So the first stage is to open up your mind to feel the happiness. No matter how much theory you've learned, no matter how much precepts you abide by, the concentration, the 3 learnings, but you're unhappy, they are useless. Why did the Buddha call the old ladies who recite Amitabha Buddha the Pundarika flowers? It is because the Buddha takes a look at them and sees that their mind is opened up. They are the happy beings, so they are awarded the name Pundarika. A flower opens by itself. We cannot make it open by tearing at the sepals. A flower blooms because of the sunlight, the fertilizer, water, and the strength of the earth. So how does our mind flower open up? We need to listen to the Dharma, think about the Dharma, and cultivate in accord with the Dharma. By doing so, our mind is bathed in the Buddha's water of kindness and compassion. The Buddha emits lights that warms up our heart and gathers us in. Our mind flower will open gradually. As we are dwelling in the ice chamber of the icy cold triple realm, our mind is already curled up, frozen, and withered. When the Buddha's light shines on us, it helps us to open up gradually. With the soaking of the Dharma water, it will grow stronger and have the ability to open up. So the aim of listening to the Dharma is to learn how to live happily in this life. What is meant by the accomplishment of karma in this life? It means when you are sure of a rebirth, how can you be unhappy? This Dharma door of Buddha recitation is the Dharma door of happiness. If you are a happy man, a person who is jovial, a man who can smile and laugh, even the heaven and the earth will bestow upon you the positive energy. I think this is very true. When we start laughing, all the pores on our body will open up. So the good energy of the universe, the space which is full of sunlight and air, will be absorbed by us. On the contrary, if we prefer to lock up our heart, the positive energy cannot be absorbed by us. What is more, if we talk about the energy of the Buddha and Bodhisattva, which pervasively fill up the Dharma realm. The energy of the Buddha and Bodhisattva means the loving mind. How can they help us if we choose to close up our gate, close up our mind? Their love cannot enter. So we must learn to live happily, learn to smile. Where to get the capital to obtain a happy mind? We can obtain from Amitabha Buddha. So we have no reason to be unhappy. If we continue to be unhappy, it means we are too demanding. The cultivator of the Saji door does not obtain the love and rescue from Amitabha Buddha. He is not freed from the transmigration of birth and death. Yet he is able to give love to others, that he wants to help others too. What is more with us who learn this Dharma door? We should be more loving to all living beings. From today onwards, we must contemplate our mind. If we learn the Buddha Dharma for a long time, learn this Dharma door for quite some time, yet we are still very unhappy, we are filled with anger and complaints, we cannot live happily, then we must take tuition on today's lesson. There are a few reasons. One of them is our character. The character of anger and complaints. The character of anger and complaints has been built in for quite a long time, and it is difficult to change. Secondly, we do not truly understand the meaning of this Dharma door. We are lacking training in the real-life situation. The triple realm is the swirling currents of birth and death, the waves of afflictions. But when we recite the Buddha's name, it is as though we have entered the safety box of the Buddha's name. We are free from all the disaster, and surely we will be at ease and happy without any worries. If we can love ourselves, our family will become better. This is a contribution to our family. In the permanent dwelling of the Triple Gem, if we love ourselves and maintain a peaceful and calm mind, this is already a magnificent contribution to the Sangha. In this world among all the human race, if we can love ourselves, this is a superior contribution to mankind and world peace. We talk about a harmony world. We are one of the elements of harmony. We are considered filial to the Buddha. You ask, how can this be called filiality? Look at all the parents down there. They often say, as long as my son or my daughter and their respective family who are working out there can take care of themselves properly, it is considered being filial to us already. Why is this so? It is because the parents also have their pension and they are financially independent. They can take care of each other. But if the young couples keep on quarreling and keep on complaining about each other to the parents, this is bringing anxiety to the parents as they cannot live peacefully. The parents will have no peace of mind too. If the children can take care of themselves, the parents say, "This is truly good, Amitabha Buddha. You were considered filial to your parents." Am I right? What do you think? Does Amitabha Buddha expect anything from us, the mundane men? Amitabha Buddha will say, "If you can take care of yourself, you are considered filial to me. It is good to know you are fine now." See, the Buddha's mind will only care about the happiness of living beings. If living beings are happy, the Buddha is happy. So if we can take care of ourselves and live happily, Amitabha Buddha will be most happy. Next, I'm going to talk about loving others, how to love others. Based on the mundane men's character, most of us are very selfish, only think of self-benefits. Most of the time, we want to destroy others for personal gain. But we must also remember that once we've harmed others, we will surely be unable to obtain any benefits. According to the laws of cause and effect, if we harm others, we will have to undergo the corresponding retribution now or in future. But if we can really benefit oneself, we are sure to be able to benefit others. When we are benefiting others, we too will be benefited, just like a torchlight. If you can use it to illumine yourself, you can illumine others too. Once we have illumined ourselves, we will be illuminated too. So benefiting oneself and benefiting others are not contradicting. They are the same. Why is this so? It is because this is love. If we can love ourselves, we are sure to be able to love others. Genuine love is surely in equanimity. It is surely selfless. It is without a self. It is with no differentiation. Just like the light that can illumine oneself is able to illumine others. A man with a heart full of love will always think of how to benefit others. That is why We talk about the giving of money, the giving of Dharma, and the giving of fearlessness. When we love and care for others, they will stay away from terror and frights. Take the analogy of a mother hen and the chickens. The small chickens hide themselves under the wings of the old mother hen will feel very safe. They will not be frightened. When we are small, under the loving protection of our parents, we feel very safe. In a strange environment, a little child will surely hold on tightly to his mother's legs. He feels safe and fearless. The mother is his place of refuge. If we are still full of worries, if we are always frightened of this and that, how can we give love to others? It means we need to understand Amitabha Buddha better. It means we have not found the place of refuge yet. Do not be worried about this or that, frightened of this and that, because Amitabha Buddha can see everything, can take care of everything, and can protect everyone. So you just have to relax and be brave. If you want to take refuge in Amitabha Buddha, you must be brave. It means you must be brave to let go of yourself and give yourself to Amitabha Buddha. If you cannot give yourself up, you are unable to love yourself. So talking about the word love, it means you must have the blessings, only then can you obtain this love. There are many categories of love. Some people love the 5 desires in the worldly realm. They want to enjoy the taste of worldly desires. They are unable to enjoy the pure love because of a lack in blessings. If we give him the pure love, it is be harmful to him instead because he just wants to enjoy the mundane life. Look at all of you. You must be endowed with extreme good roots, abundant blessings and rewards. It is because you can listen to teaching on Amitabha Buddha's love, accept it, and enjoy it. The love of Amitabha Buddha is the purest love in the Dharma realm. It is the highest, the purest, and the ultimate love. This love enables you to become a Buddha. You are all in contact with this love. Accept this love, digest and absorb this love. Then you are the great Bodhisattva of no retreating. You are one of the 67 billion Bodhisattva who will attain a rebirth in the land of ultimate bliss. Then you take a look at those around you. They are still sunken in the love of men and women and woman. It is simply a very low grade of love. They are still in love with money, sex. It is very low, truly defiling, and full of sufferings. Then we go higher to the great love among mankind. Some love art. This love is a little higher in grade. Next, some say they love all man. This is higher than the former. But the greatest love is the love of Amitabha Buddha. He loves every living being. As long as you exist, he will love you, without any conditions. It is like the sun which shines on all things that exist without any conditions. It even shines on the benches without any conditions. It just shines on them. This is the love of the sun. What is more with the love of Amitabha Buddha? As long as you exist, he will shine on you. May you be a fresh flower or a poisonous great grass blade. The sun will shine on them without any conditions. You are a good man. The Buddha loves you. If you are an evil man, the Buddha still loves you. You ask, the Buddha loves the evil man. How can that be? It is true. Not only does the Buddha love him, he loves him more than the good man. You ask, is this Shifu's idea? No. It is thus stated in the sutra. The Buddha takes pity on the evil man more than the good man. This is his kindness. This is because the evil man commits the evils, and he will have to undergo great sufferings. He is more afflicted. He needs more loving care. Why does he commit evils? It is because he is lacking in love. His heart is cold without warmth, so the Buddha sends more love. Only love can stop the turning wheel of evils. Without love, the wheel of evils will continue to exist. That is why an evil man is full of courage to continue committing the offenses. He commits evils continually because of a cold mind lacking in love. A man who is full of love will never become a terrorist. A man who is endowed with love, full of love, will not want to commit evils. That is why the Buddha loves the evil man more, gives him extra care. Look at the pond. If it is very deep, it is able to contain abundant water. An evil man has a heart which is sunken so deep down. He needs Amitabha Buddha to give him more loving care. The Pure Land sect is a Dharma practice. It means we have to continually reciting Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Amitabha Buddha. If we were to talk about the Pure Land practice without practicing ourselves, it is still emptiness. But if you recite the Buddha's name, you will surely be subdued as you truly feel the love of the Buddha. Love is a thought in the mind. For example, we are kind to others. We wish to help others. But as a mundane man, we have very little ability. For example, people need the money. They need a shelter. They are sick. We cannot help them because we are poor or we are not the doctor. Our love and ability are limited. Our actions are limited too. But our mind of love is limitless. We can make a wish in our mind that all living beings will be happy. We can wish all the patients will be cured soon. We can wish all the poor men will not suffer in poverty. Just by having these thoughts do not require us to do much. When we wish others well, blessings follow us closely behind. Look at me, I really appreciate all of you who give me so much love and support. I'll be unable to carry out all the things without all of you. So love is an activity, a job. It is not a theory. We must feel the love, then we act. I have written an essay on love. All the things that I need to be done are only small matters. Why do I say this? It is because whatever big things we are talking, they will be very small in comparison to love. They are only unimportant issues. For example, the love of a mother to her child is something inborn. The amount of work a mother does for her child is incalculable. If it is calculated, even the calculator will break down. So if a man is unfilial to his parents, it is a sin that goes against the proper path of the world. A mother takes care of us day after day, changing our pampers, diapers, and cleans up our urine and filth, all because of her love. There is no need to talk about any other reasons or principles, just love. Should we learn how to love? Yes, we should, because we have forgotten about it. We should learn to go back to the fundamental nature, a loving nature which has been forgotten. Look at the mother hen who will take good care of her small chickens. When it starts to rain, the mother hen will open up her wings and all the little chicken will hide under them, with their small heads looking out. When she found a worm, she will sound gee, 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 calling her babies to come and eat. Who on this earth have taught her to do that? That is the inborn nature of love. Then a maid we employ will also take care of the babies and change the diapers. If she is not satisfied with the work, she just left without a care because that is not her baby. A mother cannot say she does not want to take care of the baby, as they are related. This is the love. Love is expressed in the small and minute matters we do for each other. If we cannot conduct our duty and take care of every minute details, it is because we are lacking in love. As Master Jing has said, a man becomes impatient because he is lacking in love. When you are full of love, you will be very patient. A man asked Jesus, "My brother has offended me. It is enough if I were to forgive him 7 times. He was thinking 7 times were too many already. Jesus said, "To tell you frankly, 7 times is not enough. Forgive him 70 times of 7. That is 490 times. The meaning is you have to learn to forgive always, uncountable times without limits. So this is the way we love others, carrying out all minute matters wholeheartedly. When we love others, we will immediately be rewarded. Love is a business which is without a loss. Sometimes we love others, but they cannot understand our intention. They even misinterpret our intention. Then we will earn more. There is no need to explain to them. Loving others is a natural act. There is no need for them to understand before we can love them. It's not it this way. Even if they cannot understand, there's no loss on our side. Some people ask, our Dharma door is truly good. Just by reciting the Buddha name, we can attain Buddhahood. No cultivation is needed. Then what should we do? What do you think we should do? Love others. That is right. Amitabha Buddha has already made sure you will arrive at Buddhahood just by reciting his name. Then you should just love yourself and love others. This is your job. Be happy, be loving, and smile. All the Bodhisattva, your job is to be happy, loving, and smile. Do this job with a relaxed mind, with no burden. Your rewards will be very big. We learn to enjoy the love of Amitabha Buddha. I've been transmigrating in the triple realms for uncountable kalpas. My sufferings are truly big. Now I should just sit down, enjoy the great feast given by Amitabha Buddha. I am very comfortable. We have been through the transmigration for many uncountable kalpas. We should take a good rest now. We should just sleep tightly on the bed prepared by Amitabha Buddha. This is our job. If you can behave like this, people will naturally love you. Just like an apple sitting there, its fragrance can be smelled. Just like a lamp standing there will be lights. A loving person just sitting there doing nothing, people will still love him. It is because his aura is a generation of joy and bliss. You just sit there is good enough. So we must learn to bring this love to our job, to the daily affairs, and to everyone we meet. Master Jing often says we must learn to love Amitabha Buddha loves us. We must learn to love the way Amitabha Buddha loves us, and we love others just the way the Buddha does. This is something very high. First of all, you have to feel for yourself the love of Amitabha Buddha. If you still do not know how the Buddha loves you, surely you cannot love others. It does not matter how clever you are, how much abilities you have. This is not the way. It is more important that you are kind and compassionate, that you care and love others. Love is the source of all of all our blessings. It is the capital of all blessings. What is the capital? What is the capital of love? The Buddha is the capital of love. When we recite the Buddha's name, it is just a transformation. It is to transform the Buddha name into love. Love will be transformed into blessings. Blessings will be transformed into joy and happiness. With the joy and happiness, your body will be imbued with positive energy. With this energy, we'll be able to use it in our work. This is the chain of love. So I hope every one of us will learn the Dharma of kindness and compassion, the Dharma of love, and practice them in oneself. Let us learn to be happy and joyful. With this love in your mind, you will naturally love others. If in this organization where we stay, we can love each other, it will become a strong organization which is full of love. Whoever enters our organization will be melted by our love and care, even without the necessity to teach the Dharma. They will comment, this is a good organization. Everyone is so loving. He feels relaxed and happy because there is no contention, argument in the organization. So, love is able to melt others' heart. A loving person will surely be healthy and positive. Everyone will love oneself, love others, love each other. Namo Amitabha Buddha. An extract of the Dharma teaching by Reverend Master Jing Zong, the abbot of Hangzhou Monastery, Zhuangqing, in Anhui Province, China. The title: Love Nurturing an Organization. In an organization. Namo Amitabha Buddha.